Hi, Rachel Mead here, president and founder of EnhancePrep. Thanks for joining me today while we take a look at an SAT math question. This one in particular deals with probability. It is a free-form response question, so the students do not have multiple choice answers to choose from, which definitely adds to the complexity, the degree of difficulty, and how often students tend to get this wrong. We also have a table that's coming into play. We can see our colors of pink and purple, image, no image, and total. All right, let's go through and let's see what our question is asking us. Amelia started organizing her shirts by color and whether or not they had an image on them. The results are shown in the table above. Ooh, we don't have too much information, but we can tell that she has 6 purple shirts with an image and pink and 8 pink shirts without an image on them. Now we get into a valuable piece of data in our question. Amelia found that 1/3 of her purple shirts had an image on them. So that's telling me that this piece right here is 1/3 of my total purple. Interesting. Okay, so from that, we should be able to calculate how many purple shirts we had. Let's take a look at how we would set that up into an equation. We're saying 1/3 of some value x that we don't know is equal to 6. Well, of tells us that we're going to multiply. So this is really going to be x divided by 3. When I multiply 1/3 times x, we get x over 3. That's going to be equal to 6. I'm going to set that up as a fraction as well so that I can come through here and cross multiply. So I'm going to see that x is equal to 18. So if 1/3 of her purple shirts had an image on them, that tells us that we have a total of 18 purple shirts. Now, what I know is that my total going this way is going to be true. I also need to know that my total going this way must be true. So I need to work both my columns and my rows in a two-way table like this. That's going to tell me now that I have a total of 12 purple shirts without an image on them. 6 with an image plus 12 without an image is going to give me my 18 total. Well, let's see what else we can figure out now that we have multiple numbers in our columns now to help us. Well, let's take a look at our no image column. We can see that we have 12 purple shirts without an image and 8 pink shirts without an image. That's telling me I have a total of 20 shirts with no image. Okay, we're getting there, guys. Good job. Let's take a look at what we have over here in our total column. I have 18 purple shirts. I don't yet know how many pink shirts I have, but I have a total of 32 shirts. Well, we can work backwards on this and we can go ahead and subtract. So if we do 32 minus our 18, that's going to give us a total of 14 coming in there. Okay, so now let's work backwards some more. Let's take a look at what we have going through this row. I know my total number of shirts with an image and my total number of shirts without an image is going to have to add together to be 32. So I don't know my image shirts yet, but I know my no image is 20. So I can subtract again here. So 32 minus the 20 is going to give me a total of 12. So that's going to drop right in. And then I can either work on my column or my total right here. And I'm going to go ahead and work on my column just because our brain tends to work that easier when we're working with math. So I know I have 6 purple image shirts and finding my pink shirts with an image is going to give me a total of 12. I can do that quick subtraction and I can get in 6 here. All right, so what is this asking me about? How many of Amelia's shirts are pink? I can see that number coming into play right here, and I'm choosing 14. Now here, people, it's really important. What we should do is make sure we're recognizing the question itself first. And I'm going to say, how many of those shirts are pink? Well, as soon as I found this 14, I didn't have to find anything else. So if we're reading our question carefully, we didn't have to find this. We didn't have to find this. We didn't have to find this. I could have gotten through this question so much faster. I just wanted to show you that we were able to find those other parts should we need to if the question was asking us something else. but I want you to make sure you're paying attention to what the question is asking and stop doing math as soon as you have that part. Bank that time and move on to your next question. Steal that point back. Thanks for joining me. We'll see you soon.